And then now here we are in January, a New Year's upon us, and all the white liberals are fighting for the rights of Maduro,
Maduro.
who apparently they love Maduro, and they love Venezuela. Not free Venezuela. They like a Venezuela that
The
is.
Yeah, no, the best part is like, but I thought you guys loved democracy. No, we love democracy. Right, Maduro, they had an election. He lost in a landslide and just refused to accept the election. We love democracy. The worst thing Donald Trump ever did was not accept the 2020 election. Yeah, but Maduro.
Bro, that is right on par with Democrats, though. They love propping up dudes who don't belong in office who stole the election. Just think of 2020. Like that is the Democratic Party. What, did you steal your election? No, we'll prop you up as the true leader.
This is Juan Biden. This is practically Juan Biden over here.
What's funny about that is Maduro and Venezuela deeply tied into the Dominion voting systems that are alleged to have stolen the election for Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Now, Dominion is tied into a smaller subsidiary company, if I remember correctly. Let me see if I got my notes here on that one.
I read somewhere that wasn't true.
Right. Yeah, I did a little dive on it. So, allegedly, Dominion voting systems were accused of swinging the election and ushering in those mysterious 15 million Democratic voters that disappeared in 2024. So Dominion apparently bought out Smartmatic, which was a Venezuelan voting machine company, and Smartmatic is credited with bringing in Hugo Chavez and then Maduro by rigging the elections. And so the claim is that Smartmatic was bought out by Dominion, and then Dominion, using the Smartmatic technology, essentially swung the election in 2020 the same way they did for Chavez. They did that for Joe Biden. And now this is alleged because Dominion has successfully won over the past several years all of its defamation lawsuits against everyone, including Rudy Giuliani, who accused them of swinging the election. However, no actual proper evidence has come forward to prove one way or another that Dominion didn't influence the election on some level. So it still floats out there, but it has technically been debunked, and legally, Rudy Giuliani and Fox News and several other companies had to pay out defamation settlements totaling, I think, Fox News up to almost $800 million. And so I think there's something going on here, only because a lot of rumors right now online are pointing to the fact that Trump very specifically extracted Maduro. They could have killed him. They could have taken him out.
Took him alive.
But they're saying there's a very specific reason they wanted Maduro taken alive and held captive here in the United States. They're claiming they're going to maybe barter the man's freedom with, hey, give us the dirt on what happened in 2020 and you can live free in exile in Cuba or wherever we send you. So
I don't know. I think like hacking the Dominion thing, it would be too easy to prove, too obvious. And why go through all that trouble hacking, trying to cover your footsteps, all that? We'll just toss in a couple 100,000 mail-in votes here and there.
Great call. Yes,
it was so
absolutely.
easy to just do the mail-in votes. And then there's everything coming out in Minnesota with the Somalis. Like now it's turning out that they're all registering that day. You don't have to have an. Did you hear about that? The rule was
I did not hear this.
The rule was up to 8 people, so I could show up with up to 8 people and just be like, "No, I'm vouching for them. They're citizens. They're here to vote."
What, dude?
And you don't have to have an ID. You just sign up and you're registered and you vote that day, same day.
There are 8 states, if I'm not mistaken, that don't require voter IDs. One of them is Colorado. We have
Illinois.
Nearly 99% mail-in voting tabulations that go on. The other 1% is Dominion voting machines, which just rig it the other way. It's full-on rigging here in Colorado. I assume the same in Minnesota and Illinois.